Hey, I'm Corey in the Vox booth, NAMM 2017, here with Audiofanzine to tell you about the MV50 amplifiers. Now, each one of these is a 1 pound 50 watt amp head. And we've given you 3 different flavors of them. You get a rock, an AC, or a clean, right? Each one at $199 US street price. Now those are going into either a 1.8 cab or a 112 cab, and those have been custom voiced to work with the MV50 amplifiers. The first one I'm going to show you is the AC. Now the AC is our AC30 sound that is going into the 112 cab. And it's really hard to capture that upper mid-range chime of an AC, of a classic AC30, but they've built it into something that's tiny and 1 pound. Now moving over, we're going to go to the clean amp, which is meant to give you 50 watts of high clean headroom. But what's great about the Class D power section of these is that they've been designed from the ground up to work in conjunction with a new tube preamp section. And the new tube is something that Vox introduced a couple years ago, and it's essentially a display tube that's tiny, that's been repurposed for audio. So now we have a triode vacuum tube in the preamp section that is 2% of the heat, 30% of the power consumption, and it can be surface mounted, and it lasts 30,000 hours. So essentially we have a 50 watt amp that is going to last a long time, totally portable, and sounds really great. So here's the clean. So what you're hearing is kind of a fat clean. Normally when we think of cleans, we're thinking of something that's a little bit more kind of blackface, super pristine with a scooped out mid-range. These are the opposite. Let's go 10 years earlier than that and go with kind of a fat woolly clean, and that's what you're getting out of these amps right here. So great about the clean one is I told you that Class D power section is really going to respond like we want an amplifier to. So if I really dig in, you start to hear some of that breakup, and we want the amp to do that. Moving on to the next one is going to be the rock flavor, and that's definitely more aggressive. So it's crazy to get that kind of grind out of something that's so tiny. Now each one of these is running into a single cab, which is a 16 ohm load, which means that you're getting 12.5 watts from these. And it's plenty loud enough right here as we're talking over them, but it's not going to make our eyeballs explode. If we daisy chain these cabs together, which they're meant to do, you could take a single 1/4 inch speaker cable and run one cab right into the next one. Now it takes the amps to 8 ohms and it kicks the power up to 25 watts. If we plug these into our favorite 412 cab that's wired at 4 ohms, that's going to give us the full 50 watts. Now, I know these are tiny and the cabs are small, but 50 watts to a 412 cab, it'll move the hair on your legs. So, that's the MV50 from Vox. This is Audiofanzine NAMM 2017.